Hey guys, York from An Idiot's Guide here. Just before the episode plays, I just want to give you a heads up that this has an audio warning. For some reason, when I did the recording, my audio settings was scaled up for some reason. And other than that, this episode plagued me with a lot of problems with the actual bot itself. For some reason, it decided to basically be a little bitch and not respond to commands when I wanted it to, or just refuse to do anything. But yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy the episode all the same. I will catch you guys later. Bye. Hello my fellow idiots, welcome to episode 2 of An Idiot's Guide. We're going to carry on from where we left off. That's supposed to be a O, not a 0. Right, before we get actually cracking, I just want to cover a few things. I mentioned in the last episode I was going to talk more about the package.json file, which I'm going to refer to as the package file from now on, because package.json is a bit of a mouthful. Basically, this file here will allow you to quickly deploy your project. Basically, anything listed under dependencies will actually install. I mean, I can quickly demonstrate. Delete the node modules folder. Okay, we're already in here, so npm install, hit enter. Right. That's actually just going to straight up install all the dependencies. So if you transfer this to your host, or basically if you transfer it from your machine, your development machine, to your host, whatever it is, be it another computer, Raspberry Pi, or some hosts, which I might link in the description below. Basically, you just run npm install and boom, sorted. Now, as you see, that's all installed and all Discord's dependencies. Right. And I also forgot to cover, because, getting ahead of myself again. Yeah, when I first started doing node tutorials, before I even looked into doing Discord stuff, none of the actual tutorials I followed said using the package file. None whatsoever. I didn't know it existed until I joined the Discord API server. And everyone was like, oh, you should be using the package.json file. Like, what the fuck is that file? But Crawl took a couple of minutes to explain why I should use it. And I want to thank you, Crawl, because it makes deploying my bots to my Raspberry Pi so much easier, so much faster. And the fact that since all my source code is open source and it's all on GitHub, if anyone downloads the source code, they could just install it. Just like I just showed it, they could just install it straight off the bat and get it working. So yeah, now that that's out the way, okay, I didn't go over events like I should have done. We're only using 2 events right now, but there is a handful. I mean, I'll quickly show you how many events there are. So if we go into discord.js.org, that is the official documentation, and we go to client. On the right hand side are all of the events: channel create, channel delete, pins update, channel update, debug, disconnect, error, guild ban, remove, etc, etc, etc. We're using the message event and the ready event, but I personally, in my self bot, at least in a few of my other bots, I log the disconnect and reconnect events, because every now and again my ready event will randomly fire again. So when we now log in the disconnect and reconnect, I can figure out why, and it's because for some reason my bot connection to the Discord service just drops. I don't know why. But yeah, the ready event fires once your bot has successfully logged in to the API service. And that's pretty much all there is to the ready event. I mean, if there's more, please let me know and I'll cover it in the next video. Alright, the message event. This fires whenever you get a message. So if I were to do console.log, I saw that. Oh no, I can't do emojis. Right. Now that I've saved that, if I do node app.js, I'm online, the bot is online. So if I were to just snap this over here, snap you over there, let's just shrink you. Hello. I see you. Kick. So every message it sees, it fires. So what we need to do, for bots anyway, you want to limit what it can see. And the best way to do that is if you're using a prefix, which you should be using prefixes, because prefixless bots are fucking annoying. You know who I'm talking to. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So let's just get rid of this. Actually, no, let's leave the console on. So if I were to do if invert it, message.content.starts with prefix return. Oh, I just realised what. That's been bugging me a bit. Right, so now what that line does is if the message does not start with the prefix return. So if I were to terminate and reopen. Right, so now, hello. Testing. As you see, it's not firing, but I reckon if I was to do this, it sees the prefix, so it registers like, oh, the prefix is there. So that's you know, that's what we want. But yeah, the message event fires every time you get a message. But yeah, every time it fires, every time it sees a message, it fires. You don't really want that, so add that line, and it'll only fire if it sees its prefix. So we can now get rid of that line. Alright, someone pointed something out to me, which is technically this is almost self-bot worthy. If I did this, that's what you'd put in a self-bot to ignore everyone. If message author does not equal client user, return. So basically, if the author is not you, your bot, then bye-bye. What it should have been, and I'm just comparing to my notes. Right, a friend told me that what I did here was wrong. It's technically right for a self-bot. If I was to do that, that'd be perfectly fine for a self-bot. Basically, if the message author is not the client, which would be using your token, so basically, if the author isn't you, then return. What it should have been, and I'm comparing to my notes, is if message.author.bot return. Now that should be okay. Okay, let's do that. Ping pong. Yeah, there we go. Now, if I had another bot that wrong thing that said that had a ping command and it had a command that would trigger my bot. Now, if the message author is a bot, return. And I'm really tripping over my words today. Right, well, I just want to improve on the code a bit. I don't like this settings token. I mean, it's fine, but I've learned of this. If I was to just do token equals require settings.json dot token and just do that, it does the same thing. So there is that. Now, people always wonder, I have seen this a few times, I have seen people asking, how do I add more commands to my bots? And I'm not gonna, no word of a lie, I've seen people just do this. Yeah. A message handler per command. Let me show you why that's a fucking stupid idea. Right. Console.log ICU1. Don't forget the semis. ICU2. Right, that's it, that's running. Right, watch this. Hello. It's firing twice. It's using twice as fucking spell many resources. Need I explain more? Literally, no word of a lie, a guy shared his source code. I think it was like a week ago to the date of this recording. It was definitely in between the first video and this video. And he had literally like 13 commands. And he had 13 message handlers. One per command. Fucking idiot! But yeah, that is why you should only have one event handler per thing. One ready event, one message event. Now, I could understand if you had two message events, one for like logging, right? Like a moderation bot that logs the chat, so if anyone posts not safe for work content or is like a huge racial bigot or anything like that, but then they delete the messages, they've got this chat log to, I mean, they'd have to go through it, but they'd have that. So that, in my opinion, would be alright in one message handler, and the other message handler would be for commands. I'd be okay with. Right, just save that. But to actually add more commands, and this might look a little weird, but it's to prevent wall of text. Else, no brackets, just else. I do apologise, I'm not talking. I just want to get this out. Just want to get this out of the way. Right. If message content dot starts with prefix and foo, respond with bar. Okay. So if I were to do ping, that's command number 1. Now if I were to do foo, it would respond with bar. That's command 2. Now, later on in the series, we probably will get into what's known as command handlers. But for a basic bot, I'd say between 1 and 10 commands. If else statements are okay. But the reason, and I almost did it again, I almost glossed over it. The reason for the else is because the way JavaScript works, it goes line by line in a linear fashion, unless you've got like promises and shit like that. As far as I'm aware, remember, always the disclaimer, I am an idiot. Basically, if I didn't have that else statement, if I had 10 commands in here, and I issued ping, which as you can see is on the very top, you'd be like, okay, message, ooh, there's ping, fire that. let's just keep going. With the else statement, it's like, if it's this, fire. If it's this, fire. If it's this, oops, shit, I hit the mic, fire. But if it's this, oh, fire, stop. Basically, if it's ping, fire, or if it's foo, fire, or command 3, command 4, etc, etc. Instead of, let's look through all of them. And that will give you potentially a minor performance boost, but it won't be as resource heavy, which is what you want. Just checking, make sure my recording's going. Yeah, it's still going. It's all good. But yeah. Right. I'm just going to take a minute, because I need to go blow my nose. And we're going to change the ping command. What are we going to do to it? Well, we're actually going to make it a little bit more useful. Ping pong, yeah, that's your standard server communication, like handshake kind of thing, from way back when. But we want to know the response times. Now, there is a little caveat to this. When you're hosting your bot on your machine during the development cycle, the ping might come across like in the thousands, like, oh, it's 20 seconds, when it's basically instantaneous. Don't worry about that. That is normal. Or at least it's normal for me and a few friends. But yeah, I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Okay, here we go. Remember, we're going to change Pong to actually respond with the response time, which is in milliseconds. Because the internet is fast. But we're going to be using something called Template Literals. I will put a link in the description because I can't be asked to explain it. Basically, Pong! We need to escape here. And it is, if I remember off the top of my head, I'll just consult my notes. Date.now function minus message dot, I think it's message dot created at. But let's look at the documentation, because that's what it's for. If you're unsure, always read the documents. If you can't find it in the documents, then pop into the Discord channel and we will happily help you. But you have to ask your questions in a clear, concise manner. Right, so we want the message object. Now, is this the right one? Yes. Created at. Does that return a timestamp? No, it returns a date. We want a created timestamp. That's what we want. Created timestamp. Now, I could be wrong. We'll probably go back to check out the other one. MS and another. No, we want to escape that one. Right. Now, in theory, if I got it right, just remember I am an idiot. Okay, ping, fingers crossed. Hey, we're gonna work it. Now, as you can see, it's 7,854 milliseconds. Now, I think that's around 7 seconds. I'm not 100% sure. I are stupid with math. Yeah. If I was to deploy that to my host, it would actually give me more accurate results. I mean, I'll do it again. Ping. I mean, that did not take 7 seconds, did it? No. Because if it did, now it'd be firing. Give or take. Right. So we now have a ping that's not useless. Now I'm actually going to do something that people have been asking for quite a bit in the Discord channel. How to send a message to another channel. Now, we have to make another channel. So let's just do channel name second channel. Right, let's write out the code. Pardon me. I just get the statement going. Right. If message.content.starts with prefix send. Okay. Now, as you can see, my Discord client is called client. There's two ways you can do this. You can if you're on a guild event, it's like guild channels or something, but I always use client. Client.channels.get. Now, if you do not have what's known as developers mode enabled, which I do, this is how you get it working. Now, there will be sensitive information that I will blare out. So, yeah. You want to go to Appearance, Developer Mode. Tick that, and you can right click on elements. You can get copy ID. You can get the ID of a voice channel. You can get user IDs. You can even get message IDs. Getting role IDs is borderline impossible, I think. Yeah, you want to grab the message ID of the second channel, put it in there, and it is a string. All the IDs are treated as strings. Remember that. Dot send message hello from second channel. Save. Reload the bot. I'm online. Right. Send. Oh look. We got that working. So let's see, we've got ping, got send, and we've got foo. I think, should we add one more? Should we? Okay, let me just consult some. I've got like tabs and tabs of notes. Okay, what am I looking for? What could we add? Ha! How to change your bot's game. I did have the code somewhere, but this is probably going to be off the top of my head unless I can find it. Oh yeah, I remember, right. If message.content.starts with prefix plus game, well actually I'll do set game, makes more logical sense, else. Right, this is where, right, we're going to be doing a command for the, do the set game command. We need to basically get an argument. So, where are you gone? Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Variable args equals. Shit, I keep forgetting. Message.content.split and the space dot slice 1 var arg result equals args. I can't remember if it's args. Oh wait, no, args join. No, get the correct one. Actually, I could change you to let. So it'll be you that should be used. Okay. Client.user.setGame arg result. Now, disclaimer again, I am an idiot. This might not work straight off the bat. God damn, I'm so full of cold. Right, set. Wait, actually, I'll do this full screen. Right, set game testing world. Hey! Worked first go. I'm not a huge fucking idiot. Now, there is one issue. If I'm right, yeah, we cannot clear it. So there is this one little conditional. If no arg result equals null. Set game hello world. God damn it. Right, we've just done the set game command. Now we want to make sure we can disable it. So let's just do set game hello world, and it sets it. We want to be able to null, because you can't give it an empty string, because otherwise, well, yes you can. I was told you had to give it null. You cannot give it an empty string. What the fuck? Oh, moving on. Right. Let's change the status of it. Now, there is a caveat. Unless you set the bots game, there is a bug with the presence update. I'll try and see if I can demonstrate it. But first, if message.content.starts with prefix plus set status okay. Now, this I hope will work. If no arg result equals on line. What this should do is, if I were to do set status idle, set status D&D, no. Let's just see if that's giving me a fucking problem again. No, it just does not want to set it. Okay, that might be the bug. So let's do set game hello world. Oh wait, no, it did. It just literally just set it as I looked up. Set status D&D. Now here's the creepy one. Set status invisible. Oh, come on! Okay, I don't know if it was like in a recent update, but you used to be able to put your bot invisible, and it would be creepy as fuck. Aha! That is why you need to set it to null. Aha! But this episode has been going on for too long. It's giving me a headache. And I'm probably going to have to re-record half of it. Oh, it crashed. Wait. No, it's still there. What the fuck is going on? Set status online. Well, yeah. That is literally all the time I have today to record. If I get a chance to finish the recording tomorrow, I will. If you're seeing this instead of a continuation where I'm wearing a different top or something, then I do apologise. But for some reason, IdiotBot has been just going wrong. I don't know if it's my connection or anything. It's just going wrong. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe. And I just want to give a shout out to Evie.codes. There will be a link to her channel somewhere on the page. Go check her out. She is way better at these tutorials than I do. But please subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.